If you run a landscaping business and you're tired of relying on word of mouth or referrals or whatever the case might be, then this one's for you. I'm gonna walk you through the exact same Google Ads system that I built, which helped other landscapers scale up to $8,000 to $10,000 in 1 month. And I'm not holding anything back. Now, by the end of this, you should have a fully built Google Ads campaign that's designed to help you get more clients. Let's get right into it. So you can see right now I'm on Google, and there's a reason why I'm using Google instead of Facebook or Instagram. On Facebook, usually you're interrupting someone who is scrolling and they're just not looking for a landscaper or they're not interested. But on Google, someone is literally typing landscaping company near them. And so we want to make sure that you're at the top of that list before any of your competitors. So now you can see here, I'm just going to click start now. So you can see the moment I click start now, it's asking me some simple questions like what's your business name and where should people go after clicking your ad. So for your business name, just go ahead and enter in your actual business name. This is just an example. Let's call it John's Landscaping. Right? And then where should people go after clicking your ad? For now, I'll just put in my own company's website and go ahead and just click next. Now you can see we're in the dashboard for the actual Google Ads campaign viewer. But before we even start making a campaign, there's a couple settings that I want you guys to change. What I want you guys to do is head over to tools, find planning, and then find keyword planner. The reason for this is because we want to find the actual keywords we want to use before we even go ahead and make our campaign. So now once you're here, just go ahead and click discover new keywords. And so basically what I want you guys to type in is some common keywords that people use when they're looking for landscaping businesses. So an example is I would search up landscaping near me. And so once you actually typed in a keyword, I want you guys to go ahead and change this location to the nearest city by you. So for me, that would be Chicago. So I'll just go ahead and choose Chicago and click save. So now we can just go ahead and tap on get results. So now you can see that here in Chicago, the most popular keyword is going to be landscaping near me. So now if we go ahead and look to the right, you guys can see that the top of page bid low range is going to be $3.05. Now on the opposite, the top of page bid high range is going to be $9.73. And what this basically means is that people are paying around $3 to $9 to get to the actual top of the page using these keywords. And so I just opened up a new tab just to show you guys an example. But if I search up landscaping near me, then you can see that, these companies are paying roughly that range to get to that top of the page. But one important thing to remember is that these guys only actually get charged once I tap on their ad. That's because Google runs on something called cost per click, where you only get charged based on the clicks. So if I tap on all these ads right now, I'm going to obviously charge each of these companies, but that's just not something I'm going to do. So now that we're back in the keyword section, what we actually want to do is grab all of the keywords that are relevant to us and the work that we do. Right, so for instance, I'm going to go ahead and grab landscaping near me. I'll grab this one, and this one, and this one, right? And this should be pretty good. So now this could be different for your landscaping company, but you basically understand the point. Just go ahead and grab all of the keywords that are relevant to your own landscaping business. And so now once you have all the keywords that you grabbed, you just go ahead and click on copy and just go ahead and paste them somewhere safe that you can come back and get them later. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and make a new notepad and just save them there. And so now you can see I just made a new notepad and I saved all the keywords there. So later on, I could come back and get them. And also just make sure you remember the top of page bid high range, because that's a number that we want to refer back to later. So once we've done all this, all we actually have to do now is really start creating the campaign. Let's go over to campaigns, click on new campaign. So the type of campaign that we want is going to be leads, because we want actual customers coming to our landscaping company. And so for campaign type, we're going to go ahead and click search because we want to be on the top of the Google search results. Now, if you want, you can just go ahead and leave these blank and you can still move on. Now it's going to go ahead and ask us to choose our leads conversion goals. And for this, it's pretty simple. We want form submissions from our own website. Now, if you want to know the best way to learn conversion tracking and everything, I'm not going to go show it in this video, but if you want, you can reach out to me and I can help you further. I'll leave my website in the bio and you guys can go ahead and reach out to me there. But for right now, let's go ahead and move on. So now it's asking us for a basic campaign name, and we can just go ahead and put something basic. So I'll just put in John's Landscaping. So you can see I just put in John's Landscaping. It doesn't really have to be anything too complex. And then just go ahead and click agree and continue. So now once you're on the screen, the first thing that we want to do here is actually go ahead and change the bidding strategy. Right now you can see it's on conversions, but it's kind of useless to use conversions if you actually have no conversion data on your ads. So we're going to go ahead and change it from conversions over to clicks. And then we're also going to go ahead and set a maximum cost per click bid limit. And so this is where you guys need to remember that top of bid range cost that I told you guys to write down before. For me, that was $9.73. So So I'll just type in $9.73. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to appear at the top of the page. So now just go ahead, scroll down and tap on next. And so right off the bat, we want to turn this off and we want to turn this off. The reason why is these don't really help out. And if anything, they just more so burn your money. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience. I've wasted a lot of money using these settings, so it's better if you keep it off. So now if we scroll down for locations, we want to actually go ahead and enter in our own location. So we'll click enter another location. And now here we want to go ahead and click advanced search. So now on the screen, you want to type in the service area that you guys work in. So for example, I could put in a town near me. Now what you want to go ahead and do is turn on this show all areas. Now obviously the amount of areas that you include is completely up to you and your business, but this is the best way that you can get the most clicks and the most reach. And this also helps so you can make bid adjustments in the future based on the postcode. And so it helps you guys save money in the future once your ads start rolling out. And so once you've done that, just go ahead and tap on save. And so what you absolutely need to do is go ahead and click on location options and change this from presence or interest to only presence. The reason why is because you can see here that this is including people who just have shown interest in the location that we choose. And we don't want to target people who have searched up those locations. We want to target people who actually live there or have traveled there very often. Now, trust me, your wallet's going to thank you for this, and so is your family. So now once you've done that, you can go ahead and scroll down. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff. You can just go ahead and click next. Now, you don't want to use their AI either. The AI completely sucks, so we're going to go ahead and click next again. Now, here's for the keywords. So if you guys remember those keywords that I made you save earlier, this is the time where we're going to go ahead and paste those keywords right here. Now, we're not fully done with these keywords yet. After we're done creating this ad, we want to change these keywords into phrase match or exact match. Because right now they're just broad match keywords, so make sure you guys stick around to see exactly how we change that. And so once you've done that, you can scroll down, and here's where you're creating the actual ad itself. And so right here for the display path, we can go ahead and type in something simple, such as like get quote. Or if you have some kind of discount or something, you guys can go ahead and type in like $50 off or whatever the discount might be. So now we can go ahead and scroll down. And for the headlines, you guys want to keep this very relevant to what people are actually searching. I'm not going to do a full build out right here, but make sure you just keep it simple. What are people actually searching for your business? So for example, what a lot of people search up is lawn mowing near me. And so we can actually go ahead and pin this headline to different positions if you want. For example, we can stay in position 1, position 2, or position 3. And so for this example, we're just going to go ahead and choose position 1. Now imagine if you were a customer and you typed up lawn mowing near me, and the first ad you see actually says lawn mowing near you. Now that's super relevant to what they were looking for. So most likely they're going to click on your ad rather than someone else's ad who's not speaking out to them. So some other examples of headlines that are pretty good could be social proof or maybe a call to action or a discount that you guys are currently running. So for example, you could have a second headline that says get your free coat, $50 off. Because the first headline has already nailed exactly what they were looking for. And now the second headline is just adding on top of that to make them click that ad even more. Now you can see here that the ad would basically be looking like lawn mowing near you, get your free quote. And that's a lot more punchy than a basic lawn mowing website. Not only is this ad super relevant to what the person was searching, but it also adds in a call to action that tells them exactly what to do. Now, once you've made your headlines, you can go ahead and scroll down to the descriptions. And so basically the description is just an extra push to get them to go ahead and buy your service. Usually it just helps explain your business more so they can go ahead and think, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick these guys. So usually you just go ahead and explain what you do in your business and it makes them think, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy over someone who I don't even know. So now you can see here, for example, I just made 2 quick descriptions, but it shouldn't really take you guys too long to come up with these. So now for the business name and logos, make sure you guys go ahead and click get access and just add any logos that your business uses. If you guys don't do this, Google will use your own website to add your logos for you. And so now you can see for the site links, you guys just want some specific pages on your website that people can go ahead and click on. So for example, you guys can see here, I have lawn care, property cleanup, and video testimonials. Now for callouts, you guys don't really have to stress too much about this. It's basically just a little bit of information that appears at the end of your description. Typically, I just use social proof or some kind of offer that I'm running in these areas. Now for the more assets type, we want to go ahead and add in the phone number. So you can go ahead and click calls and then add in a number that you want to choose or a new number if it's not showing up. Now you can see on the right that this is exactly what it's going to look like for your ad. There's a little call button and people can click it and call your number. And so for everything else here, we don't really have to worry about any of this stuff. So now once you've done all of this, you can go ahead and tap on next. And so now you're basically in the area where you're actually budgeting. So most people that I've seen, they take the cost per click and they multiply it by 10. So now in my example, my cost per click was $9. And so we timed that by 10 and that's a $90 daily budget. And statistically, we should have a conversion rate of around 25 to 35%. So we'll basically get around 2 to 3 quotes each day. So I'm going to go ahead and just change this to $90. And so once you change that budget, you guys can go ahead and click next and publish this campaign. Now, if you guys remember, once you're done publishing the campaign, you still have to go and change your keywords from broad match to exact match. And this is just to make sure you guys don't waste any money on poor performing broad matching keywords. So once your campaign is done, what you want to do is go over to campaigns and then click on the campaign that you just published. And that should just take you to your keywords. Now, what you want to do once you see all your keywords is go ahead and select every single keyword. After that, go ahead and click edit, then change match types. Now's the time where you want to switch it from broad match to exact match. And then after that, just tap on apply. Now, once you've done that, you're done. So now when somebody types in one of your keywords, for example, lawn mowing near me, they're going to see your ads straight away. Now, look, if you want an unfair advantage in your landscaping business and you want to learn how to set up unbelievably profitable Google ads and automate 90% of your landscaping business, I help out landscaping businesses in these aspects super well. Go into the description, click on my website and check it out. It'll be the best investment that you ever made for your business.